run you over, buddy. Get out of the way. Thank you. Where the hell is... I'm confused. Oh, there it is. Hey, hello, I'll see 996. What's up? I don't know what to do about the music, it's probably really high. Can you even hear me? Do about the music, it's probably really high. Can you even hear me? Oh, yeah. We're gonna be playing Daggerfall. I do have a lot of mods. If you go all the way down, there's like 72 mods that I've installed, but some of them are off. So, for example, 1, 2, 3, 7. All the drain ones, distant terrain, you know. So it's probably around 60 mods that I have on. Probably more like 58 or whatever that are active. So just so you know, it's not the original experience. It's been a whole year since I played Daggerfall, but here we are, back at it again. Hello, Brew Dude Chris, how you doing? Long time no see. I got my second coffee of the day over here, and we're gonna create a new character. Good, yeah, been a minute, lol, yeah. I don't remember the last time. I actually think the last time I saw you was probably... I don't know. I remember you because I just watched my last, my Daggerfall gameplay from a year ago, and you were there, I think. If I remember correctly, my memory is a piece of shit, so... you know. Take it for what it is. But anyway, we're gonna play a new game. We're gonna play as a Breton. Because they get resistance to magic. And we're gonna be creating our own class. Because that's the only way to really break the game. You were playing Hogwarts last time I watched, I think. Oh, yep. A good game, dude. Hogwarts Legacy, really good game. There's something missing about it. I don't know what it is. I can't pinpoint it. I finished it by myself, but, yeah. I am gonna move my webcam real quick. So you guys can see what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just gonna be like there in the corner like, There we go. You don't need to see the exit button. There we go. Now you can see what's up. Machine gun. What do you mean machine gun? Oh, the class name? We can name it machine gun. Ooh. Why is it not typing anything? Hold on. So it sounds foreign. Oh, that's what's missing in Hogwarts, machine guns. Oh, well, there is a mod for you to change the wand to an actual machine gun. Not a machine gun, but a Glock. But, you know. So, for our primary skills... So, alright, okay, how do I explain this? This is the class creator screen in Daggerfall. And it's really convoluted, and it's a fucking mess, and if this is the first time you see it, you're gonna be like, what the hell is this? Okay? But basically... You have your major attributes over here, like in D&D, you have your strength, intelligence, willpower, agility, endurance, personality, speed, luck. Here you have your hit points per level, your max hit points per level you're going to be able to get. Here you have the difficulty dagger, which is going to determine how much you're going to have to grind to level up any particular skill. And then here are your primary skills, major skills, and minor skills. Now, the way the leveling up works in this game is... it takes the 3 primary skills, the 2 first major skills that you choose, and the first minor skill that you choose for level progression. In other words, if I select for my first level progression, for example, jumping, where is it? Jumping, and I select for my second one, climbing, only if I level out jumping will it count towards me leveling up. As far as I understand. Okay? Any skill that you put down here below does not count towards leveling up your character. Every time you level up your character, you get more attribute points, so you get to spend it on this big, major, primary attributes. And you get hit points. Okay? So, with that in mind... You can level up every skill in the game to 100. The game lets you do whatever you want, pretty much. But certain skills does... This screen, the only thing that this screen is powerful for is to determine how you're going to level up in the game. What I mean by that is... It's not, putting skills in here is not going to make you more proficient at them necessarily. It's just going to mean that that's how you're going to level up. So what you want to put in your primary skills is stuff that you're going to be using all the time. All the time. So, for your primary skills, I suggest you put whatever it is, whatever weapon it is that you're going to use all the time. In my case, I usually go with either blunt weapon or long blade, depending on if I want to make a character... Yeah, like attack skills. Depending on if I want to make a character that uses maces or long swords. I'm going to choose blunt weapon, just because my last character that I created was long blade. Switch it up a little bit. Your second skill that you're going to want to put in is critical strike. More or less. Critical strike does not mean you're going to do extra damage, it just affects your chance to hit. And critical strike is rolled every single time you attack an enemy. So that's going to level up by itself. The third one that I would put in there would be dodging. Because you're going to be dodging all the time. Every time an enemy tries to hit you, it's going to roll a calculation of, did I get hit? So, it's pretty much straightforward, self-explanatory. Now, for your major skills, I usually go with the magic that I use the most. Again, you want to put the two spells that you're going to use the most. I usually go for restoration, which lets you heal in magic. I go with destruction in case I want to make a character that's good at doing attack spells. And then I would choose mysticism for the third one, because your mysticism skill is going to determine if you can create spells at the major skill. And the effectiveness of those spells and enchanting items, and it all goes off of your mysticism. So you want it in there, but you want basically it's restoration and destruction to be your main major skills to level up. Now, for minor skills, I would put absolutely everything that has to do with moving around. I made a character and made the mistake of putting necromancy in there, which is part of a mod that I have that substitutes the nymph language for necromancy, so you can recruit the dead. Because I have a mod that's called languages overhaul, whatever. It lets you recruit mobs, basically. I made the mistake of putting necromancy, and necromancy levels up super fucking slow. So I learned my lesson, and I'm only gonna put stuff down here that is gonna level up by itself. Like, running. Where's running? Did I already put it in there? Nope. R. Running. And then I'm also going to put a hand-to-hand. Because if your weapon breaks, you want to use hand-to-hand. Or you want a skill that's secondary, basically. Oh, you want to put medical in there. Because every time you rest, that's going to level up by itself. And then backstabbing is also a really good one to put in there. Long blade, mercantile. Well, we could put a long blade, but again, you want to put stuff that you're going to use all the time, so it levels up by itself. We're going to do... Cheeto, what do you want? My cat is crying. From the other end of the room. I mean, we could put alteration. Alteration is pretty easy to level up. Mercantile, yes, but no. We're gonna put alteration. Okay, so now here comes the fun part, okay? Strength determines your carry weight. It also determines the amount of damage that you do. Intelligence determines your magic points. Willpower governs pretty much your resistance to enemy spells. I'm not going to edit my reputations. So I'm going to move my camera up a little bit. Reputations are irrelevant, pretty much. What do you want? Cheeto. He's fucking crying from the other end of the room. He's like, meow, meow, meow. What do you want? Anyway. Willpower governs your resistance to spells. Agility governs your ability to dodge enemy attacks and hit enemies, but it's a trick attribute because in reality, the game puts way more weight on your particular skill with any weapon. In this case, for example, blunt weapon. You can't see my cursor, can you? Oh, you can't see my cursor. Damn. That's a flaw. Anyway, I'm pointing at a blunt weapon right now. If you, oh, there it is. For example, if I have 50 on blunt weapon, it's going to be more important than if I have 50 on agility. Right? So I would suggest, as long as your agility is 50, don't put any more points into that. Endurance is going to determine how many hit points you get per level and how resistant you are to physical attacks. Personality is how you interact with other NPCs in the game, which doesn't really matter at all because you can just keep asking the same question over and over. And there are spells that increase your personality, like charisma. So we're going to lower that to 40. You don't want it too low. Speed determines how fast you attack and how fast you move around. This speed it gives you god status right away. This is one of the most important stats there is. And luck, it changes all the other roles in the game. So to be more in your favor, basically. It does not change the loot, according to the wiki. So if you want to make a character that's kind of OP but not too much, put points into speed. If you're going to make a warrior, put points into speed and points into strength. And if you're going to make a wizard, put points into speed. Strength is not that relevant, but intelligence and willpower be your main ones, right? I suggest do a character that has a little bit of magic to heal yourself, and then just go melee. Because pretty much every enemy in the game is vulnerable to melee attacks when you have certain materials for weapons. So, we are going to lower our willpower. And we're going to increase our strength and our speed. More speed. Ooh. What else can we lower? You can lower willpower to 25, honestly, because we're gonna select a Breton, so we don't really need willpower. We got resistance to magic because of our race. So you're gonna see why speed is important in a minute. You can't go any higher than 75, by the way. You could lower your personality if you want. I just don't want to bother. But now we're gonna go for the difficulty, and I'm gonna show you guys why this dagger matters, but it doesn't. The only thing that this dagger does, this difficulty range, the only thing that it does is... Sorry, I got something in my tongue. It changes how many times you have to do a certain action to level up in the game. So in the game, for example, if you want to level up blunt weapon, you have to hit an enemy with a blunt weapon X amount of times. Once you hit an enemy X amount of times, that skill is ready to level up, and then you need to rest for 6 hours for that skill to level up, and then the bar will reset, and then next time, instead of having to hit 5 times an enemy, you probably have to hit the enemy 6 times for that skill to be ready to level up, right? If you put the difficulty slider all the way up over here, it basically makes the game 10 to 20 times more grindier. And I will show you in a second once we finish this character and we save the game for the first time, okay? But basically, you want your character to gain the max amount of hit points per level. And now we're gonna get into the stuff that's gonna make the game fun, okay? And these are the advantages or disadvantages. Now, you can pretty much do whatever you want to do. You can make characters that are cursed. For example, you can put disadvantages. You take damage in holy places or for sunlight, like vampires, right? Every time you select a debuff, that dagger's gonna go down, as you saw over there. Now, there are some things in this game, because of the way it's programmed, that are better to take as disadvantages. For example, critical weakness to shock or frost are good debuffs because not a lot of enemies in the game use shock. And not a lot of enemies in the game use frost. The only enemy that I know in the game that uses frost is Ice Atronax. So you can put frost in there, and then you can put even the other one. You can put critical weakness to shock. And you can see that our difficulty slider is all the way down there, right? We can put also forbidden materials. You can forbid yourself certain materials in the game. They go by tiers, basically. When you start the game, you start with iron weapons. And then you get steel, silver, then you get, I think it was Elven, Dwarven, Mithril, Adamantium, Orcish, Daedric. And Ebony is somewhere in there. It's basically how the tiers go. In order to hit certain enemies, you need a certain tier. For example, in order to hit imps, you need steel or better, I think, or silver or better. In order to hit Daedra, which are the demons, basically from hell, you need Mithril or higher. Pretty much once you get to Mithril, you can hit everything. Okay? You can hit ghosts, you can hit whatever you want. So, when you start the game, you're probably going to start with iron weapons. And the difference between iron weapons and steel weapon is not that much. But when you cannot use steel, for example. You see that dagger will go all the way the fuck down. So, it is a good idea just to like debuff yourself with weaponry that you're not even going to use that much. For example, you can forbid yourself from using axes. It's not going to change that much, the difficulty, but you know, it's something that you can do. I, personally, like to forbid myself adamantium. Because adamantium is like mithril, but it just weighs less than steel. It has the same qualities, the same attack buffs, the same hit buffs. It's basically mithril but lighter weight. I also like to forbid myself Elven. And I like to forbid myself. Where is it? Silver. And we're gonna put forbid. Where is it? Oh yeah, you can put low tolerance. Low tolerance is basically like a lighter version of critical weakness. So the way resistances work in this game is your character has 50% resist. If a character did not have any racial traits, your character has 50% resistance to absolutely everything. Right? Every time you put a disadvantage, for example, that says low tolerance to something, you lose 50% resistance. So if your character starts with a 50% resistance to disease, meaning you have a 50% chance less of catching a disease, when you put low resistance or whatever it is to disease, your resistance is 0, which means it's a pretty much guaranteed you're going to get the disease. Now, if you put critical weakness, instead of decreasing by 50%, it decreases by 100%. Makes sense? Because our character is a Breton, he gets automatically 30% resistance to magic. Which, if you add it to the 50% resistance to magic, that means we have 80% resistance to magic. So we could put vulnerability to magic, or low tolerance to magic, and then our tolerance to magic will be 30%. Right? That's something that you can do. You can put inability to regenerate spell points. You can forbid yourself from using shields. There's a million things that you can do, but it gets to a point where you can't add any more debuffs. Right? I'm going to try to... See? Now I can't add any more debuffs. Right? Because otherwise the game would be fucking broken. Okay? So we have critical weakness to frost and shock, adamantine, elven, silver. And now we're going to put advantages. And here's how you can break the game. You can put yourself immunity to fire, frost, magic, paralysis, poison, shock, disease. I usually like to put immunity to disease because I fucking hate disease. It's one of the worst things in this game. It can break your game forever. If you save the game and you have no way of curing a disease, your character is dead and you'll be soft locked out of the game. I like to put immunity to paralysis too. And note that this immunity to paralysis is separated to immunity to magical paralysis, okay? The game differentiates between physical attacks and magic attacks. In the original Daggerfall game, it doesn't, but in the Unity version, which is what we're playing right now, it does. So if you are facing a creature that does paralysis damage, immunity to paralysis will protect you from the creature doing physical paralysis, but not from a wizard casting paralysis on you. Make sense? Resistance to magic will come into place then. So you can put, for example, immunity to magic. And then you're pretty much invulnerable to all magical spells. Even the ones that are elemental that are based in magic. But if your enemy is a wizard that casts fireballs, you're gonna eat it. You're gonna eat the fireball wherever you want it or not, because you're not immune to fire magic. Basically, you're just immune to magical based magic attacks. Okay. It's kind of hard to explain. It's a little bit convoluted, but I hope you get the gist. You can put regenerate health in darkness and light while immersed in water and just in general, and then your character will slowly regenerate health. This is one of the things that breaks the game. Another one that breaks the game is spell absorption. Now, spell absorption, what it does is if you have more magic points than the spell that you received as damage, say for example, I'm facing an enemy that cast a fireball on me, and that fireball spell that the enemy cast costs 20 mana points. If my character has 20 mana points or more, I will absorb the damage of the spell, I will receive no damage, and those 20 points of mana will regenerate my mana, so now I regenerated 20 mana points. If I have less than 20 mana points, then I take damage. But otherwise, I'll make a versus spell, it's what it's called. I could have used you when I tried D&D. I actually, I wanted to play D&D for a really long time. None of my friends wanted to, so I have like 3 books for D&D. And I read through them and I made a campaign and everything, but now I've pretty much forgotten everything that I learned. So spell absorption is one of the things that's gonna make the game super fucking easy and is gonna make you feel like you're a god, basically. Another thing that you can choose is increased magery. This is pretty much essential for you to pick for a wizard because you only get a certain amount of magic points total. I played a bit, but everyone got busy. Yeah, that's usually how it goes. People have to go to work and shit. They don't have time to play games. And when they are actually free, they don't want to hang out. But such is life. Let's say your attributes can only go up to 100. So for every attribute point that you put in intelligence, you get a magic point. So your magical mana pool would be 100 points if you level intelligence to 100. If you put 3 points intelligence in spell points, that means your max amount of magic pool once you end the game will be 300. And a lot of spells cost more than 100 points to cast. So if you want to make a wizard of any kind, 3 times intelligence in spell points is absolutely necessary. Right? So with this 4 things, your character is pretty much a walking god. Now, as you can see, our difficulty went all the way up. So in order to combat that, you can go to disadvantages and forbid yourself more stuff like forbidden material, steel, forbidden material, we already done adamantium, silver, steel. We could do not orcish, mithril. It's not gonna change that much. You can put critical weakness to paralysis. And you see the difficulty dagger will go down only to this. And then if you exit and you lower the amount of max points that you gain per level, you can lower the dagger all the way down. Again, if you want to make a character that's broken, as in really powerful, you're gonna have to grind for those levels a little bit. But as long as your dagger of difficulty is between average and 0.3, you're good. Anything above that, it's a grind fest, dude. But if I didn't want any disadvantages, for example, if I didn't want critical weaknesses, the dagger will be all the way there. And then my character will be broken. It will have no weaknesses. But then in order to level up, I will have to grind a lot. So what we're going to do is for the advantages, for example, I'm going to take away spell absorption because it's fucking broken. I'm going to take away regenerate health because you don't need it because when you rest, you heal your points and you also have healing spells. And then we're going to put bonus to hit. Nope, that's not the one that I want. I want expertise in blunt weapon. And I also want resistance to poison. Poison sucks. And resistance to paralysis. And I'm going to put resistance to disease instead of immunity to disease. Because you can cure diseases once you get spells. Okay. And seems good. Max hit points. And then disadvantages, I'm going to put low tolerance to magic. That doesn't change that much. Forbidden material. We got silver and album and adamantium. We can do steel. Yeah, we're gonna put steel in there. And critical weakness again to shock. And critical weakness to frost. There we go. That's where I like to see it. And now we should have enough room to put another advantage in there. Let's change Regenerate health? In general? Nope, that makes the game stupid. How about... athleticism. I don't remember what athleticism does. We can put immunity to disease. Because I hate disease. There we go. And then bonus to hit humanoids. Nope, that's too powerful. Athleticism. And now we're at average. Okay. Disadvantages. Forbidden weaponry. Axes. I never use axes. I can't add any more? Okay, let's choose a more powerful one then. Forbidden armor type. Leather. Does nothing. I can't do that. Low tolerance to magic. Whoop. Low tolerance to magic. So that's gonna lower it by 50%. So our resistance to magic will be 30%, which is less than average, but we still have, you know, it's whatever. Or should I? Let's take that away. Let's do something different. Phobia to undead. We can do phobia to undead. Basically, phobia, what it does is it modifies your damage a little bit and your chance to hit certain enemies. Most of your enemies in the game are gonna be undead or humanoids. Gosh, what can we do? Forbidden weaponry. Short blade? No, that changes absolutely nothing, dude. Critical weakness to... I mean, you can put critical weakness to paralysis, because once you unlock the spellmaker at the major skill, which is pretty easy to do, you can pretty much make your own spell of free slot. Here. Resistance to paralysis off. And disadvantages, low tolerance to paralysis. There we go. I like that better. And then we would take critical weakness to frost and we put low tolerance to frost. That is negligible. Low tolerance to shock. That did nothing, dude. I'm gonna have to keep them as critical weaknesses. Which means we've gotta watch out for the few enemies in the game that use shock and ice Atronax. And now I need an advantage. How about spell absorption? In general, that makes the game too hard or too easy. Expertise, resistance, immunity, athleticism. I forgot what our disadvantages are. Critical weakness or forbidden materials. Steel, silver, album, adamantium, low tolerance, paralysis, shock, frost. I can do any more disadvantages. So for advantages, resistance to magic. No? Did I put critical weakness to magic? No. But that if I put resistance to magic on top of our racial trait, Resistance to magic, when you put it in the advantages here, it adds a 50%. So my resistance to magic right now, it's 120%. If my calculations are correct. So even though we take damage from magic, we're really resistant to it. So it doesn't really fucking matter. Expertise. Oh, we can put regenerate health, no? Should we? Regenerate health in general? No, that makes the game too easy. Fuck. We can put immunity to paralysis if we take away resistance to poison. Oh, we can't take it because we have critical weakness to paralysis. Never mind. Resistance to poison. Let's do... Let's just do resistance to magic. Yeah. Because the higher end enemies in the game use magic. So there you go. Alright. I think that's pretty much it, no? 3 times intelligence point, blunt weapon, immunity to disease, athleticism, resistance to poison, resistance to magic. And disadvantages, forbidden materials, which don't fucking matter. Low tolerance to paralysis doesn't really matter. Shock, frost. But critical weakness to paralysis means every time an enemy that does paralysis damage hits you, you're gonna get paralysis. But that's alright because we're gonna get the spell that pretty much frees you of paralysis 100% of the time for a really low cost of mana. Almost free. So. Yeah. Okay, so now you exit, and now you are going to choose your character's career path by answering questions. What school of magic have you been studying the longest? Restoration. Or mysticism. Restoration. Oh, shit. Restoration. What motivates you into a life of adventure? Helping others, fun, fame, knowledge. In between formal study, you spend time... Learning economics, that's going to raise your mercantile. Swimming. That would be useful. Practicing acrobatics. Practicing acrobatics. Since childhood, you have saved... I would say a cuirass, but chances are we're going to spawn with a cuirass of a material that we cannot wear anyway. So I'll say a book. In gratitude for services rendered, the Emperor gave you a book, silver staff, suit of armor, a ruby, or an ebony dagger. We don't use daggers. And again, if I choose suit of armor, it can give us pretty much low quality stuff. 200 gold pieces is whatever. A book can be sold for 500. A silver staff could be useful, but not really. We can't wear it because it's made out of silver. So I'm going to choose a book. And then as you grow older, you receive additional magical training in destruction. There we go. As a child, your nickname was Quicksilver. That's going to change your running skill. You're friendlier than most with harpies, dragons, daedras, centaurs, imps, spriggans, nymphs, and giants. Now, considering this is just going to modify your language skills, I'm going to choose... nymphs. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up online. Of all the disagreeable types, you have the most personal hatred for priests, peasants, assassins, wizards, or barons. So basically this would be wizards and priests would be scholars, peasants, nobles, or the downtrodden. We're gonna choose nobles, because I don't like the nobles. And then you're intimate friends with a monk, a mage, a rogue, a warrior, or an assassin. I'm gonna choose a mage. What god, if any, do you worship? None. Do you have the most trouble? Resistant poisons, getting along with others, resistant magic, fighting without magic, avoiding diseases, staying awake and alert. I'm gonna choose resistant magic because we have so many resistances. Fairies? Not exactly. They're not exactly fairies. If you know what a nymph is from Greek mythology,
naked ladies.
It's basically what it is. We're gonna put resistant magic. And we have a higher reputation with scholars. Now our name is gonna be King Dr. Lauren. Woo! There we go. And then now we gotta choose our face. Oh, looks cool. I'm gonna choose this one. Okay, so now there's a guy out there that I respect a lot. His name is Stormeaty. I think he's actually streaming right now. He's streaming Cyberpunk. He's got a guide out there that tells you what skills to level up. And he makes a guide that's really comprehensive. When it comes to rolling rolls, he says that when you get to this screen, you want X amount of numbers. To get the perfect roll. You want between 464 and 474 points. So we're gonna pull out a calculator. So that will be this 14 points and all of your attributes added together. So that'll be 14 plus 66 plus 56 plus 29, 51, 58, 43, 77, 53. So 447. So that is not a good roll. So we're gonna re-roll. 9 plus 6, 3, 59, 25, 59, 54, 47, 85, 53. Again, not ideal. Let's do another one. 14, 66, 55, 35, 50, 55, 40, 76. That's gonna be poop too. Ten, 55, 33, 60, 54, 48, 85, 54. That one's even worse. Plus 10. That's really, really bad. Alright, let's try this one. 13, 6, 7, 5, 5, 3, 1, 50, 55, 46, 79, 60. 456. We can deal with that, but we're gonna save it and keep re-rolling. 11, 65. And the reason why you want to do this is because otherwise, otherwise it's just gonna take you longer to min-max your character. And I think there's 32 levels in total in this game. So you want your character to be really powerful. See, did I do the 11? Yeah, I got 441. You really want to max out your character. It just makes the game so much easier. 57, that's gonna be a bad one. 59, 41, 78. That's gonna be a really bad one, huh? I got 439. That's bad. 12, 61, 53, 26, 55, 54, 42, 80, 50. Holy crap, we're getting shit right now. Okay, this one, no. Ooh, this one could be good. This one could be good. 12, 6, 5, 58, 26, 50, 57, 42, 85, 54, 449. Did I do the 12? Yes. God damn it. It's gonna take a while, guys. This one could be really good. This one could be it. 14 plus 6, 9, 50, 30, 57, 51, 49, 82, 54. 456. I'll take it. Okay, so now that we got all this, you can't go any lower, I think. So you can only go higher. You're gonna wanna put points into strength. As you can see, once you hit 70 in strength, your damage modifier goes to +2. Now for speed, you want to put as much as possible. Personality doesn't really matter. We're gonna do lower speed because we're gonna level up pretty soon. We're gonna put 60 in luck. And then 1 in personality, so that we're average. And then 1 more in speed. And again, strength determines your encumbrance. For example, if I lower speed all the way, and I do more strength, you see that my damage modifier goes up. So obviously you want to put a lot of points into strength. I would suggest the first points that you put in, you put them into speed. And the reason being is it doesn't matter if you fail an attack. If you're attacking 300 attacks per second, you're gonna hit something. And it doesn't matter if you're weak, you're hitting 300 times per second. So your DPS is over the fucking roof, okay? Now, I like to give myself at least 60 luck just because I like a little bit of health on my rolls. A little bit of help on my rolls. Okay, and this is why I said you want to like really max out your rolls. I saved the roll, so we could re-roll if I wanted to. And that's what we're gonna go to with. If I don't like the numbers. Yeah, see, this one's worse. This is 445. This one is poo-poo, I can already tell you. This one could be good. Ooh, I don't know why I added 59. 13 plus 68, thank you very much. $57, $48, $83, $59. There we go. This is the roll that we were waiting for. You're gonna see the difference right away. Because now we can go up to 70 strength like we did before. We can go 60 luck. And what was our speed earlier? 88. Look at this. 93. So now I can put 2 points into personality. And 1 point into speed. This is why you want max rolls and you want to save your rolls and everything. But anyway. Now you're going to level up our skills. We're going to put blunt weapon. 37. Again, this percentage does not determine that you have a 37% chance to hit with a blunt weapon. You gotta take into account your enemy armor class. You gotta take into account your enemy's chance to dodge. When the guys that made Daggerfall, it was pretty much like D&D. Okay? So, and you also got to determine your agility. So there's a lot of calculus that goes in the background, but basically, the first number in the calculation that matters the most is your skill with whatever it is you're hitting. So you want to level up whatever you're gonna use the most. Is what I'm trying to say. Now I would go restoration, but I'm gonna put mysticism just because I want to be able to create spells right away. And then jumping, I guess. Actually, I'm gonna do medical, and the reason for that is because medical takes a long while to level up. Okay. And then reflexes, I would always recommend putting it in very high. Reflexes, what it does is it changes the speed at which enemies move back and forth and they move around. It fixes the AI and their speed and their reactiveness. So if you put it very low, it's gonna be like, oh, you hit him, and then they get stunned, and they think for a little bit, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna hit you back. Whereas if you put it very high, it's gonna be like, I'm gonna hit you. Oh, they move backwards, they dodge, or, you know. I recommend putting very high just because it makes the game fun to play. Okay. Good to go. Now enjoy the cutscene and the cheesiness of the 80s.
400 years after Tiberseptim's reign, the beginning will meet the end, and the bloody circle will close at the Empire of Tamriel. The unworthy heirs of the Septim dynasty have allowed the bonds of the Empire to weaken and crack. Uriel Septim the Seventh cannot repair what his ancestors ignored. The provinces fight among themselves like neglected children, drunk with rebellion, and one indomitable power hides itself, but not forever.
This is one of the cheesiest cutscenes I've ever seen for a video game. It feels more like the 80s than the 90s, but there it is.
Excuse the gloom, but none may know of this meeting. The nature of my trouble is darker still. Over a year ago, King Lysandus of Daggerfall died honorably on the field of battle. He was as loyal a subject, ally, and friend as you are. I did grieve for him, but his spirit does not rest. With a spectral army, he haunts his former kingdom, crying for revenge. I do not know why a good and loyal man would be so cursed. Perhaps you can find the answer and close the marble jaws of oblivion, bringing peace to his soul. I ask this as your emperor and your friend. I have one lesser request. Several years ago, I wrote a letter to the Queen of Daggerfall. It never arrived. The letter was of a sentimental and personal nature. If you find and destroy that letter, I will be grateful. Now, my champion, rest well this night, for tomorrow you sail for the kingdom of Daggerfall.
Okay, I said this last time I streamed this a year ago, but if you're in the room with me and you pull out the torch and you turn it off, then you have to fucking exit the room in the darkness because you were an idiot. Why not just take the torch with you? It makes no sense, but whatever. You wake and look around the room. Some hours ago, you were in a boat en route to Daggerfall when a storm of supernatural strength boiled over the Iliac Bay like a malefic creature. Your boat was destroyed, but you managed to swim through the churning water to a promontory rock. There you found a cave and escaped the fury of the storm. You You had only just lit a small fire when a mudslide sealed you within. Your fear of being buried alive calmed when you saw the corridor leading out of the cavern. Perhaps there is a way out of this cave after all. Once free of the cave, you can begin the Emperor's quests. No tutorials. Level up adjuster has changed all starting attributes by 0. Yes, I have a mod that's called Level Up Adjuster. It basically lets me gain 5 to 6 attribute points per level. Whereas when you level up in the vanilla game, sometimes you get 4 attributes per level, sometimes you get 6, sometimes you get whatever, and it's bullshit. So, we're gonna save the game as Twitch campaign. And today is the 17th, so I'm gonna put April 17th, 2023. Alright, and I'm gonna show you what that dagger difficulty slider does, okay? I made 2 characters that are virtually the same, called test number 1 and test number 2. Now, the test number 1 is the easy one, where the difficulty dagger was all the way down to 0.3, okay? If you press F5 in the vanilla game, I have it changed to F7 because of preferences for quick saving. You'll pull out the character sheet. Now, as you can see, in order to level up, for example, Alteration, I need 4 points. Meaning I have to cast an Alteration spell 4 times for this to level up. If you look at Blunt Weapon, for example, I have to hit something with a Blunt Weapon 5 times for that skill to level up to 21. Stealth is already ready to level up, even though I've done absolutely nothing with the character. I literally created the character, saved the game, and exited out. Okay, that's how easy it is. I probably crouched by accident, to be honest. Medical. Where's medical? Here it is. Medical. 9 times. You gotta rest for 9 hours in-game to level up the skill to 7. Okay? So remember these. Alteration, 4 to level up to 31. And Blunt Weapon, 5 to level up to 21. Okay? Now I'm gonna load the other character, which is pretty much basically the same thing, but the difficulty dagger was all the way up to difficult. And you pull out the character sheet. And now, in order to level up Alteration, you need to level up to 31. You need 38 spell castings of Alteration. And in order to level up Blunt, instead of 5 to 21, you need 60 to 25. Okay? Medical, you need 180. So as you can see, that difficulty dagger, the only thing that it adds to the game is it adds the amount of grinding. Obviously, the more your skills level up, the more you have to actually, like, grind for that stuff. So you want that dagger difficulty as low as possible to make your gameplay fun and not tedious. That said, if you're playing this game on the regular and you're playing a character that you're going to be playing for years with that character, then put the difficulty slider all the way in hard and enjoy. Not me, though. There it is. So, a few mods that I have on. Oh, I already like saved the game, so we can exit again. I can show you the mods that I have on in case you're curious. I have ambient text, level up adjuster, lively cities, basic magic regen. This pretty much breaks the game. It makes your mana regenerate slowly by time, like all the other Elder Scrolls games, whereas in the vanilla game, your magic does not regenerate until you rest, which is, I think, fucking bullshit. Basic roads, bestiary, better nude women, self-explanatory. I'm gonna try to hide nudity in this game, so I'm gonna turn off that mod. Birds in Daggerfall, Bloodfall, which adds blood decals, HUD and menu, carry weight customizer, convenient clock, better quality descriptions, dungeon loot, convenient quest logs. You know, I got 70 plus mods. If you ever want an in-depth description of all the mods that I have on, I will supply a list once I re-upload this video to my YouTube channel. And you will be able to have all that in there. I'm going to disable player nudity because of Twitch guidelines. Even though if I was Amaranth, I wouldn't have a problem. I could be in a bikini and show my titties off while I play games and earn money, but that's how it is, you know. I'm a man. I don't get that luxury. Anyway. I'm also not pulling in the amount of revenue that she is. That's probably one of the reasons. So, our inventory, we have an iron longsword, which is nice, except I don't use long blade. I think my long blade skills are fucking trash. Where is it? Long blade, 6. You see that it's like... I'm actually gonna show you. My skill on long blade is 6. I need 4 hits with long blade to level up. So I'm gonna equip this longsword. It takes some time for you to equip the weapon. 1, and I failed, okay? Important, I failed the attack, okay? But now if you go to miscellaneous, it counts as 1 attack on long blade. So all I gotta do is attack this rat 4 times. And now my long blade skill is ready to level up. I'm gonna unequip it, because I suck. I think my hand-to-hand is actually better. No? Hand-to-hand is 5. Oh no, my long blade is better. We're gonna do hand-to-hand 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that won't count because it's already dead. But hand-to-hand is ready to level up anyway. So now, these skills that I have will not go up until my character has spent 6 hours in-game running around. So, in order to fix that, or combat that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna gather as much loot as possible. And then we're gonna see, for example, I need to jump 21 times to level up jumping. Stealth is almost level up. Running is gonna take a while to level up, so I'm not gonna bother with that. And climbing needs 9. In order to climb a wall in the game, you go up to a wall that's pretty straight, and then you press forward until your character starts climbing mode. Now, I think my character is suffering because this wall is tilted. And obviously, as you're climbing, your character does checks for climbing. I don't know if it already leveled up or not. Yep, it did. Okay. We're gonna jump a little bit more. What else? This progress bars also is a mod that shows you that. So, bear that in mind. The base game does not tell you if your skills are ready to level up. Major restoration, destruction, mysticism, I can't do anything with that. Dodging, critical strike, blunt weapon. Until I get a blunt weapon, I can't do anything. So, I could level up my running. Alright. Ooh, 111. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So it should be 135? 30. 130. Nah, thereabouts. So what we're gonna do is close this door, crouch, and rest until healed. And now we can rest here for 5 hours. No. There we go. And now you see all the skills that I had leveled up. So that means they reset, and now I can level them up again. Save the game. And again, because our character's speed is 91, we attack super fast. Look at this. No, by comparison, if I switch to a character, I think my test number 1 does not have a lot of speed. I'll show you how fast you attack when you don't have a lot of speed. Speed 55. You see the difference? So obviously you want your character to be as fast as possible, because like I said earlier, it doesn't really matter if all your attacks fail if you're attacking 300 times per second. You're gonna hit something. Flash fast, lol, yeah. I'm gonna unequip the longsword and equip fist, because I know there's a nymph in here. Can only be hit with steel or higher, but you can hit it with hand to hand. We might die if we're not careful. Woo! Woo! Give me a gold. Run! Run! Close the door. Counter-strike techniques. Running and jumping. Oh, there are enemies nearby? No, they're not. No, they're not. Fuck. We might die, guys. I can't rest. Holy crap. Run, boy, run. This world isn't meant for you. Run, boy, run. They're coming to get you. Whee! Can't catch me, I'm too fucking fast. Nope. Bye-bye. Ah! I got this. I got this, guys. I've done this dungeon 30 million times. There we go. Alright. I don't know what's wrong with a black border on the screen. I think it has to do with my sky changer mod. But we're just gonna have to deal with it. Now we're gonna go back in the mere hopes that we get good loot. And then we're gonna unequip this longsword and try to like hit this imp from the back to get backstabbing. Woo! And you gotta be really careful when you try to hit bats and stuff. Especially bats, because they can give you diseases pretty early in the game if you try to hit them with your bare hands, which makes sense. There we go. There are enemies nearby. I think our hand-to-hand is also ready to level up, no? Yep. Backstabbing long blade. I need to get my hands on a mace. Woo! There you go. Shut up, rat. Now, the only problem is I'm not benefiting right now from any skill progression. Until... Oh, 24 in jumping. Ow. Leather greaves, I'll equip that. Why can I not equip this? There we go. Protection. Oh, we have stealth. Can I rest? No. Yeah. I thought so. We're gonna equip this, equip that, equip the globs. Now, bows in this game are not really good, so I won't even bother with archery. We're gonna level up climbing. And you can see the rest of the map. Climbing works for every tile that you move. It counts as one. Same with jumping. Where is it? Minor. Jumping, I need 24 jumps. Okay. Now, normally, I would use my fists. We're gonna try to pacify the skeleton. He's not impressed with our necromancy. Follow me. Necromancy check fail. We're gonna go behind him, try to backstab him. Try to pacify him again. Ooh. They have a shield, so they're kind of hard to hit in the beginning. What we can do, though, is we can trick the skeleton. Ah! Fight each other. Okay. I'm gonna put the longsword. Oh, that orc died. Steel, we can't equip steel. We can try to hit the skeleton. We're probably not gonna kill him. Ah, we're probably gonna die. Ow. Not worth it. I'm probably gonna die, dude. There we go. Let's go up to our safe spot. I got a lot of resistance to magic. But what I'm after, fucking hell. Open! What I'm after right now is this over here. Ah. Oof. Get him, bad. Get him. Oh, run. Run, 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 run. Climb, 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 climb. Alright. Quick save. This game is really fucking fun. Especially when you get your abilities up all the way. I'm gonna... Can I rest here? I can probably rest here, huh? Oh, maybe not. Oh, level up. Okay, so we're gonna do... Speed. We gotta be a god of speed. Enemies nearby, where? Oh, there. It's a rogue. Ah! You know what? Fuck it. Let's go to town. Nope. Stop. Can't hit me if I'm moving like this, huh? I know there's a town just up the hill over here. And again, Daggerfall is an open world, but according to what I've seen, if you look at the reviews back in 96 when the game run from everything now pretty much. That's why I have all the speed, man. If you look at the reviews from when the game came out in 96, the land mass on this map is about the size of Great Britain. Now, if you open the map, all of these areas in here are explorable. Right? This is where we are right now. If you zoom in, that over there is the dungeon we just came out of. And if we go up the hill, this is Gothway Garden, which is the nearby town. Okay? And if you've been following, you'll see how long it takes to reach the nearby town. How much gold do we have? 431? Seems about enough. I'm gonna show you in a bit. Yeah, it's really fucking big. Like, if you look at the map, all of these is explorable. Like, all these are like small little towns and dungeons and everything. Like, all these are towns, temples, dungeons, homes, everything. If you go to this area, there's more. If you go to this area, there's more. And there's more over there, 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 more over there. And all this is randomly generated. It's procedurally generated is what the word is. And this is the town of Gothway Garden. If you press M, once we're in, it should show us. Blue buildings are guilds or temples, green buildings are taverns, and orange buildings are shops. Like Elder Scrolls map all in one game plus some. Yes and no. This is only the area of, you cannot travel with enemies nearby. What enemies? We're gonna put F3 so we can enter watch mode and find a tavern real quick. The pig and the cat. There we go. Good enough. Get in, get in, get in, get in, get in. I need a room, sir. For 4 gold? Hell yeah. And now we can rest and heal until heal. Okay, so I cannot travel while indoors, so I'm gonna exit the town real quick. Oh, hello, lady. I got a mod called Transparent Windows, which is one of the best mods in this game, to be honest. Okay. Stop breaking my immersion! Let's climb up to the roof so we're safe. Alrighty. So, this whole town is explorable, all the NPCs are randomly generated, all the terrain is randomly generated. The towns themselves, the layout I think is also randomly generated. But yeah, if you look at the map, I cannot travel with enemies nearby. What enemies? What enemies? Let me open the map. There's someone after me, dude. Oh, there we go. It's only the area of High Rock and Hammerfell. So you don't have the rest of Tamriel. You don't have like Skyrim. You don't have Morrowind. You don't have all the other regions to explore. But what you do have to explore is pretty fucking big. So to me, it's never really mattered that much. We gotta look for a blacksmith. Superior General Store. Is it open? This is another one. Quality supply store. Now, when you enter shops, it'll tell you what quality they are. Not the slightest defect can be detected in any item within. That means it's a high quality store. You basically want to buy in exceptional quality stores, and you want to sell on cheap stores, because you'll get more money out of your stuff. Adequate construction, that means this is average quality. That's good enough. Sell. Arrows, tanto, all this. And then your mercantile skill is going to determine how much gold you can get. If I had 100% mercantile, chances are I will get this or more. But since I don't have 100 mercantile, I'm going to get way less than this. The guy's going to offer me 249. As of right now, I just got to take it and roll with it. I'm going to sell this torches because I never use them. And all the books. 4,600. We'll get 1,500. Good enough for me. And now what we're going to buy... We want to buy a horse and a cart. A cart is a... We can't afford the cart right now. What about a horse? Even less so. The reason why you want a horse and a cart is because a horse is going to increase your travel speed, and a cart is going to allow you to carry 750 pounds more of loot. And yeah, there are NPCs here that look really sexy. Here, you'll see in a second. You think you feel a droplet of rain. That's the immersive text thingy. Hello. So, this is a custom interface that I have installed. The game doesn't normally look like this, but basically... You can ask NPCs certain things. For example, if you look at my map right now, you'll see that I've only made research on all of this stuff. But if I ask this NPC for locations, I can ask for general stores. And sometimes they will mark it on your map. There's a bank in this. There's a Mage's Guild and a Fighter's Guild. Taverns. You can ask politely, bluntly, or normal. There's no reason to talk to me like that. I can't help you anyway. Polite. Why don't you try asking me like a normal human being? So she wants to be asked blunt. You asked the right person. Yeah, she wants to be asked blunt, basically. Certain characters would like to be asked in a certain way. Local temples. Taverns. General. Okay. And now if you look at my map, we have unlocked the location of the Mage's Guild, all that stuff, so now we know that we can go over here. Which is north. No? North. Northwest? Somewhat. Love her armor. Yeah, me too, man. It certainly is something else. We're gonna join the Mage's Guild. I wanna join the Guild of Mages. Are you interested in joining? Yes. Then henceforth you will be known as King of the Lord, apprentice of the Mage's Guild. Will take patience and hard effort to gain access to all the guild's offers, my child, but I can now give you access to our trainers and our spellmaker. Spellmaker is where the shit is at. Because as of right now, we have 3 spells that we're not gonna use. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna delete this too. You can buy spells. Balin's Bomb costs 21 to cast. But it's a good healing spell. 71 gold. Water walking. Fireball. Free action. There we go. This is to cure paralysis, basically. Levitate. I've actually never tried levitate. Recall is really important. Stamina, I guess we can buy it. Water breathing, important. Where's charisma? Do you have charisma? There it is. Cure disease. We are immune to disease, I think, but cure poison is important. But since it's too expensive, we are gonna make our own spell of cure poison. So Balinus Bomb, we're gonna call it Sanentor. Free action, we're gonna call it Unparalyze. Recall. Slash anchor, charisma, water breathing's pretty much stamina. Stamina, we're gonna heal stamina. And you can also change the icons in game. Buoyancy, fireball, for example, could be that. Water walking. See, we're gonna put the ones that we're gonna use the more up there. Shock, buoyancy, water breathing is important. In recall, I like to put it all the way to the top. Heal stamina. And then now we can assign quick buttons to hotkeys. Because I have a mod that lets me have hotkeys. So now we can cast it all we want. Where's the Spellmaker? Spellmaker! You! You? Where the fuck is the Spellmaker? Fuck. Oh, this loading screen is also a mod, by the way. I got so many mods. But none of the mods are supposed to be immersion breaking. They're supposed to expand on what the game already gives you. Oh, when you get enough rank in the Mages Guild, you get access to books and shit. Jesus. Where the hell is the Spellmaker? You, make spells, there. So, cure poison. It's gonna gain per every 10 levels. And then the magnitude is gonna be 1 to 5 to 10. Every 11 levels. And then the icon is going to be green. Here we go. Purge. Cure poison. To caster only, magic based. Bye. There we go. Now if we get poison, we can cast Purge, which I'm gonna link to number 2. I'm failing miserably. I'm also gonna make a spell called Cure... Nope. Heals... Cure health? Heals health? Where is it? Heal health. And we're gonna make it as cheap as possible. And the reason being is, we're gonna call it Spam Restoration. And we're gonna give it an ugly icon so we know it's shitty. So basically, where's my restoration skills? All the way up. Can I rest in here? Oh, I can wait though. Is there a graphics mod? Yes, there is. There are many graphics mod. I just have the graphics like they look because I like the original pixelated graphics. But there's a mod called Dream. Actually, I can turn it on real quick. But what I wanted you to show you is now in order to level up restoration, I need to cast a restoration spell 16 times. Since we made a spell that is super cheap, it only costs 5 mana points. We can just do like this. And our restoration is ready to level up again. Ain't that broken? See, I'm gonna save the game. I'm gonna show you the Dream mod for textures and stuff. And I'm gonna put the hand-painted models on too. Dream, 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 and hand-painted models. Where are they? Buildings, main, treasure piles, save, play. The performance of the game is obviously going to decline. Looks good for 96, yeah, I know. Do 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 do. There it is. It's not a lot of a difference, but as you can see now the surfaces are reflective and they have 4K textures. The NPCs, if I can find any, it's probably too late and they're probably going to sleep. What time is it? Oh, let's wait for 2 hours. There it is. See, the textures haven't improved that much, but they're better. Where was that lady? I don't know where the lady is. But as you can see, the buildings have also improved. The texture on the buildings. The texture on the tiles on the floor over here. The paper doll textures have also improved. So, I don't know what happened with the leather greaves there. It's probably a patching error. Because I have the hand-painted models at the same time. Yeah, it's not that much, but it is something. So, yeah, there are plenty of graphics mods in the game. I just like to keep it original, just because it's more consistent overall. I need to find a tavern. Is that a tavern? Yes, it is. Look at this. 3D models. Pretty nifty, huh? Now, in order to show you the comparison, I'm gonna save the game. And I'm gonna turn all those mods off again, so you can see the comparison. And I'm gonna turn the original font on, too. So... Oh shit, I forgot to do the SDF font rendering. That's pretty much how this text looks. If you really want to see how the game looked originally, we're also going to turn on the HUD. Where is it? Look at this. We're back to 2D sprites. Just spin around. Textures on the ceiling. And then you can also toggle retro mode. And turn it all the way down to 320 by 200. And then you get the original pixelated shit. Which is honestly quite fun, in my opinion. I would not play any lower than 640 by 400, just because your eyes are gonna get strained after a while. But you can see the difference is palpable already. There you go. The one thing that I like about this game is it loads so quick, dude. I just have this font on because it's way easier to read shit. I forgot to show you the menu. You've probably already seen the HUD, the compass and everything. This is how... Oh, never mind. You won't see it. Well, you see it over here. How it's pixelated text. Again, consistency is key. By the way, if you like the content, feel free to subscribe. Not subscribe, follow me on Twitch. No one can subscribe to my channel yet because I don't have the partnership. But if you like my content and for whatever reason you need to tune out, or you got a life, or you gotta go to work, or you feel like, I'm done watching this, I'd rather watch it some other time, all my content is reloaded to my YouTube channel. I feel like I always miss to say that, but I just thought I'd let you guys know. It would help out tremendously if you would follow. My average viewer count is going up slowly but steadily over the last 4 months. So hopefully, I am fairly close to be able to reach a partnership with Twitch as an affiliate, and I can finally put rewards in the chat and memes, and we can all have memes together and shit like that. That'll be awesome. But one day, we'll get there one day. I'm not in a hurry. As long as you, I'll follow you on BoobTube. As long as you like the content, that's all I really care about, dude. If I wasn't streaming on Twitch, I'll be playing this game by myself anyway, so. I have 30 followers, I stream every Sunday, lol. Oh, you do? What do you stream? I could probably check your channel right now. My work schedule is so volatile that I don't really have the ability to tell you, oh, I stream on certain days because, you know, it's random. But anyway. We are gonna put the good restoration spell on the first key slide. There we go. Oh, I forgot to change the recall icon. Recall can be this. There we go. I'm gonna show you why recall is the shit. If you press recall, for example, I am in the edge of the town, right? I can press anchor over there, and I can travel to Privateer's Hole over here. Recklessly and by foot. And then now, if I want to go back to town, instead of having to walk over there or open this menu and travel, I can just cast recall and teleport. And I'm back here. And it's a thing that it's canon and it's in-game. I got No Man's Sky a couple weeks ago trying that. Oh, No Man's Sky is awesome. When it came out, it was shit. But now it's actually pretty good. Path of Titans is also pretty good. I like the Isle better than Path of Titans. I just wish you actually got to keep your character when you die. But, you know, it would take the fun away. We're gonna try to farm Privateer's Hold for better loot and stuff until we can actually get weapons and shit. My cat just entered the room sneakily. And is hiding somewhere. Oh, he's on the bed. There it is. I need to get my hands on the blunt weapon. Ooh. Backstab, backstab, backstab. Woo! Okay, time to pull out the sword. Because I don't want to touch that bat. Even though I can't get diseases, so I don't know why I'm bothering. Because I'm immune to disease, right? Immunity to disease, yep. Okay. Is my hand-to-hand ready to level up too? Yes, it is. So then I guess it doesn't really matter what I have on. Now we can heal ourselves, boys. The game has officially begun. Is there a way to copy? Wasn't there a way to copy this? Or duplicate? Chapter 1. There you go. Let's try shock. Oh, nope. I don't have spell points to heal. Are you coming? Woo! Ah! Need a cat cam. I do. Actually, that would be pretty dope, wouldn't it? To have a second webcam pointing at my cats. So you can see how they fucking hate me. How they judge me with their feline eyes. Come here, bitch. You at the wrong fucking crib. Ah! Too slow. How do you like her armor? Oh, she's moaning. Aha! Fight each other! Backstab. I would like for you to actually take a hit. That would be nice. Once we get a blunt weapon, everything's gonna change. Woo! We're gonna equip the spam restoration on number 4, because it might actually help us heal a little bit. Mad skills, bruh. Ah! No! Stay in there! Leave me alone! With the bitch. Here. Yes! Iron Mace, there we go. Okay. No. Equip the mace. Okay, we gotta survive this. Actually, let's try to heal outside. Yeah, our chance to hit with maces is way bigger. Chapter 1. Tired of getting my ass kicked. It's time for payback. Time for payback. Where is it? My primary blunt weapon skill is 37, so you're gonna see that now I actually get to hit shit. Watch this. Now, how do you like this? Ah, now I can actually hit you. And I'm so fast. Yeah. Fuck you. Oh, we can dual mace. Easy. Did you get any snow yesterday? Actually, yes. But it's already gone. Thank God. We had an 80-degree weather for about 3 days, and then it went from 80 to 31 in 5 hours. Gotta love Minnesota, man. You get fucking 8 months of winter, and then it jumps straight to summer. I'm actually gonna lower the music a little bit. Got him. Mad skills, brah. Give me your loot. I'm too fast. I'm the god of speed. Pacify, pacify, follow me. Nope. Backstab. Pacify, 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 pacify. He's no longer interested. Die. What else? 6 armor, 9 armor. Oh, I can't equip that. What metal is it made out of? It doesn't tell you. That's bogus. How is my blunt? Oh, ready to level up. Restoration is probably also ready to level up. Climb is almost ready to level up. So we're gonna spam heal. Close the door, stealth, climb. Climb. We got 9 inches here, and then my cousin got 19 30 minutes away. Where do you live? Do you live in Minnesota as well? Or Canada? That is ridiculous. Restoration should be ready to level up. There it is. Destruction and mysticism. Oh, I forgot. I forgot to make a spam destruction and a spam mysticism spell. Oh, wow. Boom. Oh. Wrong way. Animal taming. Follow me. Nope. Backstab. Nope. Follow me. Necromancer skill check failed. Okay. Backstab. And if you recognize the sounds are from Skyrim, actually. The swinging and hitting. Yeah, boy! Trying to practice my Orcish. Get on my level, son. Literally. What can I equip? Steel, chain, none of that. Iron is 7, chain is 6, okay. And if you go to your character sheet and you press on top of your level, you see the progress to the next level. Wisconsin lacrosse. So you're right next to us, pretty much. Yeah, man, my condolences. 19 inches is more than anyone should be ready for. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright. Fuck you, imp. Get on my level. Yeah, boy. That's what she said. Oh! We could be friends, but you chose violence. We could have been friends, but you chose violence. Again. Nobody wants to be my friend. Oh. Rats. You. Excuse me, aren't you busy killing rats? Thank you. Woo! Enchanted shirt. Well, we don't know what it has, but... I would show you the bestiary, but there's some spicy stuff that I don't think which will let me show, so I gotta be really careful. But basically, there's a lot of enemies with boobies in this game. This bestiary is a mod that shows you how many of whatever enemy you've killed, and this is their attack form. Giant rats, and that's giant rats attacking, bears, you know, the whole deal. There's tigers, scorpions, fish, spiders, undead, you got vampires, you got ancient liches, ghosts, mummies, you got wraiths, zombies, skeletons, you got orcs, you got... Oh, this is the one that I can't show you. I can also not show you that one. You got harpies, spriggans, imps. I can show you all this. Lycanthropes, wereboars, werewolves, Daedra lords, seducers, Daedroth, fire ghost, Atronax. There's a lot of enemies in this game, and there's a mod that expands the enemies too. So if you ever feel like this game lacks variety, you could also download that. Textures might be inconsistent, so just be warned. Oh, this is also part of a mod where I can loot containers. Damn it. Just because in the vanilla game, this is just decoration, which is a little bit stupid in my opinion, but you know, it is what it is. We're gonna have to go back to town. How is our climbing skill? I need 11 paces. Let's try to get that real quick. Climb, motherfucker! Climb! Again, every time you're trying to climbing, the game is making calculations, and every pace that you go up or down or left or right, it calculates your climbing skill. And out of that, it determines if you should fall from whatever you're grabbing or not. So when your climbing skill is 100, you'll never fail climbing. Let's go to... No. Where's Chester Walk? There it is. This is one of my favorite towns to start the game in. Cautiously, we'll rest it ends. And the reason why is because this town has guards and walls. And the layout is changed. No, I know the layout. This is an alchemist shop. Those two are banks. There's a blacksmith over there. Let's try to ask around. Oh, lady. Banks. Bookstores. Clothing stores. Gem stores. No. General stores. Libraries. Guilds. Oh, I already went there. Weaponsmiths. Local temples. Taverns. The Dancing Skull is one of my favorite ones. And there's another one that actually looks really good. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called the... Something Goat. The Bat and the Badger. The King's Goat, I think is what it is. Alright, let's see what she marked on our map. That's good. We're gonna go to Lord Perrick's Armory. Oh shit, I had to go where the fucking horses are. Assassin's Creed. Ah! Meanwhile, we're gonna spam Restoration. And you can jump and run and crouch at the same time. Which one's this one? The white dog? This is not the one, is it? Or is it? No, the gold porcupine looks really good on the inside. I'll show you in a second, but first... let me sell... What the hell? Oh, there it is. Man. Oh, it's close until 9, and it is 8:54. I guess we can wait a little bit. We're gonna... Then we have a spell for water breathing. We can do free spell. Alteration.
Oh.
I'm gonna take advantage of this, and I'm gonna go take a quick piss. So it's gonna be... pee-pee break. Be right back in 5 minutes. Give everyone some time to pee-pee boo-boo. Alright. I should probably save the game. How much was that? When was this? I think that was 5 minutes, no? Maybe 2-3 minutes? I was gonna sell my stuff at the merchant. I'm gonna keep that sword. Oh, another thing that I wanted to tell you. For example, your mercantile skill. For example, I require 2 to level up, right? Again, your mercantile skill will determine your prices when you sell and buy stuff. Now, this game is a little bit fucked up in that if you select multiple items, it will count as one sale once you hit sell. you see here, it only went up 1. So bear in mind, if you really want to level up your mercantile, which is something really tedious, I recommend you do this. Sell, 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 sell. And then once your skill is ready to level up, go to a tavern, rest, rinse, and repeat. And then you'll level up your mercantile. Since mercantile is pretty much a skill to have in the background, I usually don't care. Alright. We need to find a general store. They're in the square over there, I think. You can tell I played this game a little bit. Because I do stuff automatically. Do. Bargain... no. Where is it? King's Garments, I think it was, no? They open at 10, though. No? Yep. Ah, it should be open pretty soon. Oh, there's a general store there. Oh, let's try to buy a horse and a cart. More important than a horse is a cart, but I think without a horse, you can't buy a cart. So we're going to try to buy a horse first. Yes. And then, do we have enough for a cart? Yes, just barely. So now the good thing about this is, now you can go to your inventory, and you'll have a wagon that can carry, normally 750. I have a mod that lets you customize how much weight you want for your character in the wagon. I usually have it at more weight just because I'm a loot whore, and I don't want to have to go to a dungeon, clear the dungeon, grab all the loot, go to town, sell everything, and just to go back to the dungeon and grab the rest. I feel like that's retarded. So I just increase the weight of the wagon and then be done with it and do everything in one travel. Not really that game breaking either. So I'm gonna put that sword in the wagon as a backup weapon. And I have certain things in here that I could sell if there was an alchemist. There's an alchemist in town, isn't there? Oh, don't I have a spell to heal fatigue? Ooh! Broken. This is the bank. Oh, maybe I should show you how the bank works. When you go to the bank, and you talk to this server here, you can do some banking. You can deposit gold, because gold has weight in this game. So you can put all your gold into the bank. You can deposit, for example, 100. And we'll have 100 in our account. You can ask for a letter of credit for an amount of 100. You don't have that much in your account. I need to have the full amount of the letter of credit plus a 1% fee. I think it has to be a bigger amount, but basically, it will put all the gold that in your account into your inventory in a letter. So you can go to an NPC that is selling a house and actually buy the house from them. And houses are extremely expensive in this game. They're like 650 whatever thousand and whatever. So you can ask for a loan, and you can borrow... How much can I borrow? 20,000 because of my level 2. You can buy ships only in port towns. There's a lot of stuff that you can do in the bank. It's pretty realistic in that regard. Now, I have a mod that lets me... Usually you can only buy houses from the bank, but I have a mod that lets you buy whatever house you want in the game. So let's say you walk to this house, for example. All you gotta do is talk to the NPC, enter dialogue mode, and then you can buy the house for almost 200,000 gold pieces. What the fuck? I knew percentage got no MCP was going to help me escape this cursed pestilence. What? I'm confused. Anyway. You can, for example, go here, talk to the person, and same thing. If I can find an NPC, that is. You. 135,000 gold. This is supposed to be my name, but for some reason it's not really my name. That is weird. Oh well. Oh, by the way, this is a meme on the internet. Interaction is now in grab mode. Can you buy a castle? Not that I'm aware of, no. You cannot. Maybe. Maybe the mod lets you buy a castle. It will be ridiculous, but, you know, maybe it works. I haven't tried it myself. We could try it now. 2 gold? Wow, thank you. Where's the keep? Over there? Oh, now we have a horse. Now we can actually move it by horse. You gotta be really careful when you're running with the horse, because if you run over an NPC while your horse is running, you will kill the NPC, and then you will get notoriety, and the guards will go after you and put you in prison. Let's see. I apologize to the Lord, but I don't own this building, therefore I can't sell it. Yeah, you can't buy a castle. No can do. Are you kidding? This building isn't for sale. Yep. Sorry. Sorry, sire. You cannot buy a castle. That's alright. Should we join the Fighters Guild? It's not open right now. We're gonna join the Fighters Guild and do a quest. Fuck, didn't mean to do that. Get quests. Hunt for a lycanthrope, wild animal, and wanted house guests. Hunt for giant rodents, giant killer, and runaway pet. We can't hit lycanthropes until we have silver or higher. So we could do... wild animal? I am Alabistar Moorsley. We have a request from a local citizen. It seems a wild animal has gotten into his place. We need someone to kill the thing. The guild will pay 193 gold. Yes. Go over to Copperwing residence here in town. Get it done in 1 day. Nobody wants an animal left roaming around in their place. Come back with the pieces dead, I'll have your pay waiting for you. Copperwind Residence. Do we have it marked on our map? That is my question. Because if not, we're gonna have to ask around. We are gonna have to ask around. Alright, you, sexy lady. How are you, stranger? What is the best way? Listen, I don't give directions to people who talk to me like that. What about blunt? Why the hell would I want to give you directions? Because otherwise, I'm going to pester you until you answer me. What about polite? Bitch. Let's go ask someone else. Let's go ask the guard. Nobody wants to help us. Do we have that? How many magic points do we have? No. Intelligence. 171. Didn't I buy the spell charisma? There we go. And now our personality is all the way at 66, so that should help us. Blunt. Of course I know, but I don't want to tell ya. Jesus. What about you? Oh, he just marked it on our map. Amazing. Ah. There it is, between the bank and the antiquity store. We're going the right way, no? No. She got a butterface. Yep. She's one of those girls that you would like to avoid. Oh, I also have a mod that lets you pet animals. Look at this. You can pet horses, you can pet cats, you can pet pigs. You can pet people. If you're into that. Let's say quick save the game. Where's the beast? Where's the beast? Where's the beast? Oh. Boom. Shakalaka. And now we get paid. Boom. Alright, we're gonna go back to Privateer's Hold. Try to farm some shit. Or should we go to a random dungeon? Because here's the thing. There are dungeons in this game, and all the dungeons are randomly generated, but there are dungeons that are small, and there are dungeons that are big. In my opinion, there are dungeons that are not worth exploring, like cemeteries. But, if you really want to see, we'll go there. Oh, we level up. Ah, shit. Alright, now it's time to put points into strength. Chapter 2. Dead. I'm so fast. Look at that. Woo! I might die if I'm not fucking careful. This guy's hit hard, dude. Calm down. Oof. Can we equip any of that? Yes. There are enemies nearby. I can't rest. Fine, I'll rest outside. Random dungeon? Yes. They're all random, and at the same time, they're not. What I mean by that is there's certain dungeons that can only have a certain amount of rooms. Damn. But, oh, where am I? Here. Too slow. Ah! Bye. I said bye. No, no, no. Let's put all this in the wagon. Because we don't need to carry it with us. We'll keep the gold. That was it. That was the dungeon. As you can see, there are dungeons that are super small. In my opinion, they're kind of boring. If you're to take anything that I say today as gospel, this is my only problem with the game. Everything is randomly generated, but there are a lot of dungeons that are really lackluster. I feel like the very first dungeon is set, and it has a set number of enemies, and they're always in the same place. But the rest of the dungeons, sometimes they feel really small, in my opinion. Now, that said, we haven't really delved into where we could go. Like, if you really wanted to, right? We could travel all the way to the desert over here and go to this dungeon over here, if we wanted to. And the enemies that we would get there, potentially, would be different. And I'll show you in a second. Let's go there. It'll take us 35 days, and if we go recklessly, it will take us 18 days. And if we only camp out, we'll do that. So this is a completely different random dungeon. But as you can see, the layout is pretty similar. Enemies in the world will scale to your level. And that's it, that's the dungeon. There's loot here, which is nice. But that's it, that's all you get. So now your question would be, why would I want to bother with this dungeon? Woo! There's a lot of bats in here. And that is indeed a good question. Why would you want to bother? Because there are some places that are not worth it. I would never recommend getting statues. They're only worth 175, but they weigh 15 kilograms. Which is ridiculous. No. Wagon, thank you. I recommend putting everything in the wagon. Let's travel to the nearest town. Which would be Morgandaton. If we go cautiously, it will take us the same amount of time. Kinda get that with every game like Valheim. Some dungeons are terrible. Yep, that's the only problem with this game. It's just everything is randomly generated. Some locations feel really lackluster. But, you know, it's what it is. Someone gave me a letter, and I think it's my quest letter, no? Yep. Now, I have a mod in the game that lets you tackle the main quest at your own pace, but in the actual game, without this mod on, you are pressed for time to do certain quests. Quests will have time, and if you fail the main quest, then you're locked out of the whole story content of the game. Let's ask around for our locations. Let's first cast Charisma. You only have a fighter skill in this town? That's not good. There are certain towns that are better than others. You basically want to be in a town that has everything. And make it your main base of operations. Taverns, once you have enough money to buy a house, they're useless. But they're usually pretty cheap. No, I don't want to enter. No, thank you. And as you can see, the architecture is different depending on where you go in the game. Wow, she didn't mark absolutely anything on our map. Nice. Nope. I wanted to go info mode. Oh, that's another quest letter. Nice. That's lame, yeah. Oh, I can't show that on Twitch. Movies. Oh. Wow, stupid. Oh, she's is she a vampire or a Dunmer? She looks like a Dunmer. Dark elf. Yeah, but basically you can buy a house anywhere you want in the game. Alright, good enough. Alright, where should we go now? We can go to Wayrest, for example. Bantown. Knightsborough. And the architecture should be slightly different. But we arrived at night, so the main gate is closed, so we're gonna have to climb over the wall. Motherfuckers. Hey. Bro, where's the nearest tavern? The Green Cat. I like that name. But yeah, this is Daggerfall. If you want me to make a series on this game, I can probably do that. You know, I don't know what we would do. We would probably try to tackle the main quest and level up to max level. But, yeah. The game has a lot to offer. You just gotta, like, put yourself in the mindset that it's a long experience and you gotta take your time, and otherwise you're gonna get frustrated. Free rooms. Nice. Oh, it's a foggy day today. The game is pretty nice. I like it. Since I discovered it in 2020, I've been playing this game a lot. There's a lot of dynamic weathers too. Like, I think this is rain. Yeah, you can also set it to rain with thunderstorm. Pretty nice, huh? You can also have snow. You can have clear weather. Sunny. You can have overcast. This game is pretty nice, dude. But I think I am going to leave the game for now. Rain with Tornado, I don't think that's an option. There's probably a mod in there that adds tornadoes. That would be pretty dope. Watching destruction, but then I don't know how that would be able to be implemented in the game. But we're going to go back to Chester Walk, which is one of my favorite towns. Just because I know the layout and everything. And the game also has seasons. So as you play, you will notice it will go from spring to summer to... It'll go to... freaking... fall, winter, you know, it will just keep switching. Pretty nice. But I am going to find the dancing skull. Oh no, I wanted to show you the tavern. So there's a dancing skull. That's one of my favorites. And then the muskrat. I think it was a gold porcupine. That's one of my favorite taverns. It looks amazing on the inside. I think it's this one. Yeah, look at this. Look at this interior. You can see outside. You can go here, sit on a table. Pretty nice. You got the fair maiden over there. But anyway, this was Daggerfall. I don't know when I will stream next. But I will, if you have notifications enabled, you'll probably know when I'm streaming. And like I said, if you missed the stream, that's alright, because I re-upload everything that I stream on YouTube, just because, you know, people have lives. So, if you like the content, feel free to follow, if you're not following. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching. And if you would like to try this game, it is actually free. You can go to Steam, and you can get it for free. Or you can go to Bethesda.com or Bethesda.net or whatever it's called, and you can download the game. And then you can search for Daggerfall Unity. And there's a tutorial out there that teaches you how to do everything, and you can pretty much set up this game in like 5 minutes, and it's really amazing to play. So, but yeah, I'll see you guys later, and take it easy. Peace.